It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler, had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year, and he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Love. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Good job over there, baby.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete.
Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Julian Blackmon.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
31 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Pistol. 31 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. And they took the...
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So a decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, Mayfield again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Here's Jarvis Landry with the nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Love fires that quickly outside. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there, just like last play. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's third down.
Denzel Ward.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Love from the gun. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Quickly out wide is Love. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
And it's third down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Forced out to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Colts 24, Browns nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Working out of the gun. Love. This one into the hands of Burton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. This is Hines, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down now, it's Hines. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
That's track. 31's the mic. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. He'll get this one to Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Love. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check, nickel. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try to run with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
3-yard line.
2nd down, Love. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Blankenship for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 16-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. This into the hands of Marvin Hall. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 5 final play of the half. Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Rodgers on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run again with Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 7-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Colts 58, Browns 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
I smell fear in that offense. Real.
Mayfield on play action. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Tight end's right. Hey. You got my
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming, double up. Under 10, 10.
Operating from the gun, Love. He's got Burton here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 32 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run on first down. Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check pass. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
On 3rd down, Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run here with Mack. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And again, it's Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. First down, Mayfield. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go. 31's the mic. Exit, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
72. Browns 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.